Today I'm going to be discussing how we as Christians should respond to the ICE deportations that have been going on ever since Donald Trump has been back in office. As Christians, I truly believe that we should be clapping and cheering. Now, jokes aside, why do I seriously believe that we should be happy about this? Well, let's look at scripture. 1 Timothy 5:8 says, "But those who won't care for their relatives, especially those in their own household, have denied the true faith. Such people are worse than unbelievers." Now, this is clearly talking about family. But how does this translate over to government? Okay, so if a man who can't provide for his own family is worse than an unbeliever and has denied the faith, let's look at this from a national perspective. Does it make sense? Is it morally correct for a country to provide to foreigners, because illegal immigrants are foreigners, when it can't even provide for its own people? When through helping these foreigners, we're taking jobs away. Because by the way, these people are not taking jobs away from anyone. Businesses and the government are stealing these jobs from Americans or legal residents of the country who would be working these jobs and would be getting paid better wages than these illegals are. Now think of this again from a family perspective, as the scripture talks about it. If a man is out there feeding the homeless, but then has no money left over for his own children or for his wife, what does that say about him? Now let's also look at this from a lawlessness perspective. It is a sin to break the law. Coming into the country illegally is sinful. So we should be happy that these people are getting sent back. Now, I do genuinely feel sympathy for people who came here because they were seeking a better life. Joe Biden made it very easy to come in, and he provided a lot of benefits: a phone, credit card, hotel, making it super easy and really incentivizing these people to come in. So I don't blame those people for coming in. Not fully. I do believe if you're a believer, you should know better and not do so and just trust in the Lord. But at the end of the day, it's the right thing to send these people back home, back to where they came from. And also a major reason why it's a good chunk of these people. I'm not saying all and most of them, but the ones who are leaving right now, because worst is going first, are a lot of violent criminals. A lot of actually the most vile people who I feel no sympathy for. I am happy that we are putting 30,000 criminals in Guantanamo Bay. That's what should be done. These are the worst kind of people. These are rapists, these are murderers, like the kind who killed Laken Riley and many other people who were allowed to come into this country due to the policies of Joe Biden and the Democrats. Due to Joe Biden's open border policy, a lot of Americans have died, gotten raped, killed, and murdered because of these illegals who have come in. Again, this is not a racial thing. This is not a prejudice thing. This is a right and wrong thing. We must care for the immigrants, sure. Illegal immigrants are not immigrants. They're illegal aliens. They did not go through any immigration process. My parents are both immigrants, and honestly, due to the current state of America, I don't think we should be letting in any more even legal immigrants, but that's a separate issue. But like I said, worse is first. The main ones who are leaving right now are the criminals. And so far, it's been going very well. We have a huge crime problem in this country, and that needs to go away. If we want to keep this country safe to live in, Donald Trump is doing the right thing. And as Christians, we should be very supportive of this. It makes perfect sense. And if you're a Christian, I know this may be hard to say or hard to, but if you're a Christian and if you're an illegal immigrant, do the moral thing and just leave. Deport yourself. If you really want to come back, try coming back the legal way and trust in the Lord. But the moral and right thing for you to do under God will be for you to voluntarily just leave the country. It's also just generally in your best interest to leave right now. Because if you're caught by ICE, you're not going to be allowed to come back in legally for 20 years. I almost forgot to add that 300,000 children who crossed the border illegally since 2021 have gone missing. Most of those kids did not come with their parents. But ever since Donald Trump has been back in office, they have found 84,000 of these missing children, most of whom were sex slaves or being trafficked. We found them, and now they can go back to their families. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.